Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Start us off. A fair catch, called for and made. Welcome to their visitors. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a gap. It's Shields. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Still running at the 40. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's going to take off. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Off play action on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. He just didn't have it there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that pass.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller.
He lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. They'll run play action. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw it again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Ducks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Penn State.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he'll be smacked to the ground. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Dances away from the heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the run, it's Shields. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. The give to the left. At the 45 on its way. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Now on 2nd down. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This is a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
These guys aren't human eagle. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Cherry. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure. And the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory. We're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs. Nice execution by this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to the air one more time. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive will go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. Plows through the defense.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Looking to pass on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He finds his man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Trying to get to him. Complete out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
On second down, looking again to throw. Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And this will be for the win. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And he got it. Redemption, atonement. Missed earlier, but when it mattered most, he nailed it. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.